Hey, what's up, guys? So, today I wanted to talk to you about how politics is nothing but a distraction. We often put a lot of energy into what we're seeing on the news, all the negativity, all the problems in the world, all the people arguing with each other over what's more moral and what's right. The truth is, it's all just a distraction. It's a way to keep us focused on what we're seeing rather than what we're doing, rather than the actions that we're taking to try to make it better. It's to keep us from actually going out and doing things to fix it. And it's also a way to keep us divided. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that they're hiding from us, and they don't want us to see, because if we did see it, we would be outraged enough to actually do stuff about it, do things about it. And all of the political debates, everything you see on the news is to keep you from noticing these things. For example, child marriage is an actual thing in the United States. It's legal in all 44 states. And I don't mean just like two children marrying each other, which arguably is not moral either, but basically what is going on is it's legal for parents to arrange a marriage with their child to a person who's over 18. And once this person is married to the child, legal custody of the child goes over to this person. And from that point on, the person is allowed to do whatever they want with the child. And legal ownership of the child gets given to this person. It's like slavery. And it's really fucked up. And the child, because they don't have legal ownership of themselves, because they don't have custody of themselves, they're not allowed to get a divorce to this person. They're not allowed to leave this person. And there's nothing that the authorities can do about it. And this isn't something that I'm just saying. I'm not just talking out of my ass here. This isn't just a random conspiracy theory I heard. This is real. If you look it up online, every single website will come up with it. Every single website will tell you, yes, this is real. This is happening. So I suggest you do this. Look it up online, and you'll see it. You'll know. And they don't put this on the news. They don't talk about this in the political debates. It's because these scumbag politicians are allowing it to continue, every single one of them. They know that it exists. And they're allowing it to continue right under your noses, while talking about random bullshit like how being gay is wrong, how being trans is wrong, how you should fight anyone who disagrees with you. Or you could take the opposite stand. You could say that you should fight anybody who just disagrees with you on your political stance in general. They create all of these distractions, like pretty much everything that you see on the news is meant to divide you and keep you from seeing the truth, and keep you fighting one another so that you're so distracted, so that you're easier to control. even if you are like transphobic or homophobic or something like that, like, and even if you aren't, even if you aren't transphobic or homophobic, you fighting the people that are transphobic and homophobic is just part of the distraction. It's part of the techniques that they use to divide you. And this is coming from a trans, well, I don't like to use that word, but this is coming from a person who's, I guess, gender fluid and bisexual. It's all a distraction. The legal immigration thing is a distraction. The whole debate on it is a distraction. It's all meant to keep you from seeing all this other bullshit that's going on underneath your noses. And basically, the whole two-party thing is also a lie. It's a fabrication. There's not two parties. That whole thing is a lie. The whole government is working together to be in on this. If they weren't, then at least one of the parties would be willing to bring up this whole like fucked up child marriage thing that they've got going on. Why haven't they brought it up? The two-party system is meant to make you choose a side so that you'll fight your fellow citizens. Because like I said, you're easier to control when you do things that way. When you base your thought process on fear and struggle and conflict, you're so much easier to control. And so they spread fear over these small little things that are really illogical to be afraid of. And the truth is, if the government wants to do something, they're going to do it regardless of what the citizens choose. So the voting system is a distraction as well. It's to keep you from taking power into your own hands, to keep you thinking that somebody is going to come and wipe away all of your problems, to keep you thinking that somebody else is going to come in and fix it. And it's also to keep you, another way to keep you distracted with fighting your fellow citizens. The whole thing is messed up. And basically, like, what's actually going on here is both of the parties are actually just one party that they want you to think is two parties. Because it doesn't make any sense to have two separate governments controlling one nation. How is that logical when it's one Congress, one system, one House, one White House where they all meet together and there's two parties? How can that possibly be the case? A house divided against itself cannot stand. They wouldn't be able to get anything done if the government was truly divided like they want us to believe. If there's two separate parties, then why is it that they have control over the entire nation? The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. I wish I could explain my stance on it better, but it's a little bit hard to talk about. It's a little bit hard to articulate my thought process on. But, like, there's this one system that dictates the entire nation, and yet they want us to believe that there's two separate parts of the government. That doesn't make any sense to me. And there's so many other problems that go untalked about. There's so many other things that are like hidden behind the veil that they don't tell you about. I can guarantee you that. Because if they don't make that child marriage thing well known, what else are they hiding from you? What else do they not want you to see? The truth is, nobody's gonna come and fix this through the government. We have to rise up. We have to band together. We have to unite. We have to take down these corrupt bastards ourselves. Nobody else is gonna do it for us. We need to stop fighting each other and come together. Now, I'm not saying that if this whole agenda that they say is about to go on where I'm not saying that, like, I wouldn't stand up to people who were just citizens if they came and they were trying to take my rights away. But I'm trying to show you that there is no point in that. There is no point in us fighting each other. It's useless. It's completely pointless. The only way we're going to fix the nation is if we focus on the real enemy, which is the people in power. So, I'm just hoping that I can find some people who will stand with me in this goal. Blessed be everybody. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. And peace.